today we are going to learn our inorganic chemistry chapter number 3, that is ionic solid. Okay, you must have saw that what is solid? Yes, anybody say? Yes, tell me. Yes, like NaCl, that is sugar. There are solid substance that we see in our day-to-day life. Okay, so we have come across various types of compounds like it is ionic compound, then covalent compound, coordinate compound, okay, metallic compound. There are various types of compounds. Okay, but now we are going to learn the ionic compounds, or in small we can say that we will learn your ionic solid. Okay. Yes. So can you able to tell me what is ionic compound? Yes. Or what is ionic bond? Later we will see what is ionic compound and all. First of all, we should know what is ionic compound. Okay. What is ionic bond? Which are the examples of ionic compound? So anybody? Yes. Tell me what is ionic compound? Yes. What is example of what? Ionic compound. Yes. Ionic. What do you mean by ion? Yes. Ionic. Yes. Whenever the ionic bond or the example of ionic, the compound which contain a ionic bond, that is your favorite one. That is a NaCl. Okay. What is NaCl? This is a common salt. It is namely called as sodium chloride. So how it is formed? Do you know how the bond is formed? Yes, whichever the bond we see, so how the bond is formed? Yes, the bond is formed by three things. It gains the electron, it loses the electron, or it shares the electron. Okay, now we will see the ionic bond, how it is formed. See what happened with NaCl. This is the example of ionic, yes, ionic solids. So how it is formed? See, NaCl. Okay, what is the atomic number of sodium? Yes, anybody? Yes, it is 17. Yes, 17. Yes, tell me. Yes, it is 11 and chlorine 17. Okay, so we know that when the bond is formed, when its octet had complete, okay, it should contain the 8 electrons. We know the octet rule. It contains 8 electrons in it. Okay, if it contains 8, 18, that time, yes, the ion is very stable and it combines with other element or other compound and it forms one bond. Okay, so how this Na will form? How it will form ion? Yes, so it contains 11 electrons, means 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it contains 10 electrons plus 1 electron, means in Na 1 electron is, yes, rich. Yes, na? So what it will do? It will lose 1 electron. Okay, it will lose 1 electron and it will, what it will make? It will make as Na plus. That's why we say that it is an electropositive element. Yes. So Na plus plus 1 electron is given off. So this 1 electron, it is taken by whom? Yes, by this chlorine. It contains 17 electron and chlorine wants 1 more electron to complete its octet. So what it will do? The chlorine will take this electron and see, chlorine will take 1 electron and it will become as Cl minus. Okay, it will become as Cl minus. Got it? So what it has done? This sodium, it has lost 1 electron. Okay, and it has become Na plus. Okay, that is What is this? This is cation. Cation means the element having the positive charge on it. So we call it as a cation. Okay. So this chlorine, okay, it is containing 17 electron. It has gained this 1 electron from this Na, okay, and it became Na. What it became? Cl minus. Okay. So what it had done? Yes. So the chlorine has gained 1 electron. Okay. So while gaining of electron, what we say? Yes, it is an electronegative compounds or electronegative element. It is, yes, and it is a this element having a negative charge on it. So we call it as a anion. We call it as an anion, and this positive charge we say it is a cation. Okay, then this Na plus and Cl minus, it both combine with each other and they form a bond. That is, which bond it form? That is a ionic bond. Yes, they form a ionic bond. Means NaCl will form by Na plus Cl minus. Okay, means you know whenever there is a opposite charge, that plus and minus, they have very strong interaction between them. Okay, so it is very difficult to break that bond. Okay, so you got it now? How this NaCl, it is an ionic compound and it contains the ionic bond in it. Now we will see the definition of ionic bond, the properties, and we will see in detail. There are very crystal structure is there, unit cell is there. We will see the types of unit cell. Okay, one by one we will see in detail. Okay, now we will see the ionic bond. So what is ionic bond? Yes, tell me. There is strongly interaction of what? There is a electrostatic interaction of two negatively charged or two oppositely charged ions. Okay, these two oppositely charged ions, they combine to form a bond which is called an ionic bond. Got it? So what is the definition we will see? Okay, the interionic means what? See, this is a NaCl. Yes, this is a bond. Yes, this is the ionic bond. So the interionic, electrostatic interaction of two oppositely charged ions. Two oppositely charged ions means one it is having positively charged and another it is having negatively charged. When both the oppositely charged ions they combine with each other like this, they will combine with each other and they will form one bond, and this bond is called as a ionic bond. Okay, the example is NaCl, you can take KCl, etc. There are many of the examples are there, but this is very interesting and we all love that NaCl, okay, KCl we learn in our junior classes also. Okay, now we will see some of the what are the properties. Okay, so we are learning the ionic compound. We should know the properties of it. Yes or no? Yes. Have you ever dissolved the ionic compound? Yes. NaCl you must have dissolved. Yes. In your homes also you must have saw in which solvent. You know the solvent. Yes. When we make a solution, the component which are in higher amount or greater amount, we call it as a solvent. Okay. And in a solvent, yes, which is solvent? NaCl we dissolve in which solvent? Mainly ice. We dissolve in a water. Yes, in our homes we dissolve mainly in waters. Yes or no? So do you know the water which type of solvent it is? It is a polar solvent or non-polar solvent? Yes, tell me. It is a polar solvent. Yes, and this it is highly soluble in polar solvent like H2, that is a water. And these ionic compounds or ionic substances, they are insoluble in non-polar solvent. Like we can take the CHCl3, no, not CHCl3, we can take CCl4, yes, carbon tetrachloride. It is a non-polar solvent we can take. It is insoluble in that. Okay, you can take any other example. Okay, so it has when we dissolve, you saw it is dissolved in what? Ionic. Yes, ionic compound, it dissolved in polar solvent. It is not dissolved in ionic. It is not dissolved in non-polar solvent. Yes. When have you melted that anisile crystals? Yes. Anybody? No. When we take the melting point, what is melting point? For which substance we take the melting point? Yes, for the solid substances we take a melting point, and for the liquid substances we take a boiling point. Yes. Yes, when the ionic substance we take its melting point, it has very high melting point, because they have these compounds or these substances, they are having very tight bond. Okay, so melting means what? They are breaking the bond. Okay, this is Na plus or this is Cl, and this is Cl minus. This is having the what? Ionic bond. But it is very difficult to break that bond, because they are having the highly electrostatic interaction of the opposite charge ion. Therefore, it is very difficult to break that bond. Okay, that's why it is having the high melting point. Okay, then we will see that it is having the zero electrical conductivity. What is electrical conductivity? That it has a zero electrical, means the electrical conductance is not there. Okay, but in a molten state it can conduct the electricity. Yes. See, when you take one NaCl, solid NaCl like this, and you put two wires in it, you can connect to the bulb. Can you see this? The bulb is glowing? No, because it has a zero electrical conductivity. But when you make a electrical ionic solution, okay, ionic substance solution you make, and if you put this wire in it and you attach bulb to it, and you will see that you will see that bulb is glowing. That means in a molten state, yes, in a molten state, the ionic substance, it conducts the electricity. Okay, now we will see. This is, yes, you must have see that the ionic substance, or you can see that the NaCl, there are heavy rock, hard rock like substances. Okay, it is very hard substance. It is not soft. Yes, we can break it by our hand also. Okay, so it is a hard substance. It is dissolved in polar solvents. It has zero electrical resistance, and it have high melting points. Okay, got it. Now we will see in detail what is how this unit cell, what is unit cell, how it is made, what are the types of unit cell. We will see in detail. Okay, thank you.